Hey guys, and welcome to another tutorial. Today we are going to be working on getting an experience farm going. This is a little bit of a process. One of the items we're going to need is a mob grinder. And this uses plastic, which is a whole other process. So today I'm going to walk you through step 1 all the way to the end. So to get started, we're going to start with that rubber. As you can see over here, I have a small little situation going on, so I will walk you through what we're doing there. Here are the items you're going to need. It is a two-part system here. One, we need to extract latex from a tree. We use a tree fluid extractor to do that. This is what you need to make it. It's really not hard. It's pretty easy. I recommend you make like 3 or 4 of these. And that is what I have right here. As you can see, I'm using acacia wood. Acacia wood is the best one to use. It creates 3 times as much as any other tree. You can use oak. It will do obviously only 1 times it. Acacia is the best. And what I'll typically do is exactly what you see here. All you need to do is put these right next to it and it will start sucking the wood out, or sucking the latex out. If I click into this, we will see here, you can see that the number keeps changing. That's because I have it auto withdrawn. So I'll put a 3 or 4 high here, and all I will have this doing is sucking out the latex. Here you can see we have servos connected to fluid ducts going all the way in here to a fluid tank. And that's so I don't have to constantly draw from here. It's all in one location. I click into here, you can see that it's being filled, and it holds quite a bit. As you can see, 16,000, which is 16 buckets of latex. The next item we need is a latex processing unit. This is going to take latex and water and turn it into dry rubber. So here it is. One of the items you're going to need that's a little odd is a machine frame. Here are the items needed to make it. And here is the final process used to make the latex processing machine. And as I said, the latex processing unit needs 3 items. 1, the latex. 2, water. This is another thing I typically do, is I will keep a fluid tank and I will fill this thing to the brim with water. And that way I don't need to fill this. Now if I open this, you'll see that it has water coming in from the fluid tank over there. It has latex coming in over there from that. And the final item is power. So the easiest way to do this is to make the simplest solar panel you possibly can make. And there you go. Look at this thing. It is not sucking enough power to even worry about it. And that is the simplest one to make. Over here, we see we have tiny dry rubber. If we grab this and we go to a crafting table, if we grab the tiny dry rubber and go to a crafting table and put it in a 9x9, we get dry rubber. If we take that dry rubber, put it in a furnace, let it cook up, we will get a single thing of plastic. I know, what a pain just to get a little bit of plastic. But if you can get this going, the process becomes a little automated. Like I said, the only thing you have to really worry about is the stupid water. But like I said, if you have something in here where you can just keep clicking like this, create infinite water source. You can also create a water extractor, so that way it's constantly pulling from an infinite water source. But with this little setup we have here, we now have plastic, which means we can move on to step 2, which is creating the XP farm now. Now that you have that plastic, the only thing that you might be missing is the grains of infinity. This might be the first time you're using it. If you made the solar panel, it's definitely not. But if we grab a flint and steel, find some bedrock, and just go ahead and click with the flint and steel on this. If we let this sit, sooner or later the fire will go out. There will be a popping sound, and from the fire we will get a grain of infinity. And there we go. So we managed to get 2 from this. Obviously the process isn't 100%. I got 2 out of the 6 or 7 that I did. But if you clear an area and just kind of like ran around and did this and then let it sit, you can collect quite a few pretty fast. So if we take that grain of infinity, put it there, we get a simple chassis. If we take that chassis and we use this kind of combination, we get a mob crusher. One other item I highly recommend you make is a range add-on. Other than the plastic, which you are already making, it is pretty easy to make. I recommend a +3. That is what I'm using in the background right now. As you can see, it's a pretty decent area. The last item that's going to be a pain to get is a drop of evil. These are dropped by the Wither Skeleton inside of the Nether, so you will have to find a fortress and get a lucky drop of evil from them. With that, we are 100% ready to get this thing going. So if I come over here, the first thing I'll show you is here's the add-on. If I take this add-on off, you'll see it is a 1x1 square. You could still technically make a farm with this. You would just have to set up something that would push them to this spot. But throw the add-on in, now we have plenty of room. Next, we want to create an area. So everything inside of this green box is going to get hurt. So what we want to do is we want to wrap this area with stone. And that is because as soon as I click with this drop of evil, it is going to turn everything in the area that I clicked on into evil ground, cursed dirt. And that is what summons enemies. So I'm going to grab some stone and show you what I'm talking about. So now when I click on any of these grass particles, I don't have to worry about it expanding past the area I want to. Something I typically do is also clear this area out, and I will put it on the bottom. And so I will typically fill in the bottom like this, and this is just so I don't accidentally dig into this. And then we'll put that grass right back. And now I'm going to build it up 4 high. And this is so that way at least Enderman can spawn too, or at least they'll have a chance. And you see that 3 high is technically as far as it goes anyways. Now technically this mob spawner is ready. All we would have to do is give this thing power and it would start working. And as you can see here, there is essence. So it will start collecting essence and pop it in that way. But there's a couple more modifications we're going to do. One, it will collect the items automatically for you. So this gets filled up really fast. So we are going to, 1, set up a way to collect the items. And then 2, set up a way to get the essence ready. To power it on, the easiest way to do this is to just go up here. So one thing you can do is you can just use this right here. So all I have is energy conduits with a solar panel at the top. As you can see, it is already powering it. So if there was anything spawning in there right now, it would be getting hit. Okay guys, here is the final piece. As I said, I threw in a single solar panel. That is what's powering all of this. As you can see, I have an item duct. We can see items being pulled right now. So I have them pull them out, coming up into this chest. This chest will fill fast. So generally I will have like another one and another one. So that way it, just layers down and you fill up the 3 chests. If you're wondering what to do with all these garbage items, a lot of the times you can smelt these down and you can get iron back. So that would be what I do with these. The rest of the stuff is just good items. Like we already collected some pearls. The last thing you need is a fluid duct, and this one's going to go into a fluid dictionary converter. It's not hard to make. I already showed you how to make the machine frame, and you need plastic. If you have all of this and you have the fluid duct going to it, every single time it kills an enemy, it is going to make essence. It moves the essence over to this. This will convert a bucket of essence into a bucket of experience. The experience comes over here into the fluid tank. But technically you could just have it go straight into the experience obelisk, but it moves up here. You can see we already have 3 levels, and that is just from it killing it. And as you can see, I already clicked the ground, and when I did, it turned all of that into cursed earth immediately. You saw an enemy pop up there and got killed. So the thing to keep in mind with this though, inside of this game mode at least, there are the smelly mobs. Some of them can teleport. The ones that can teleport can pop out of here and be painful. The mobs that are spawned from cursed earth are stronger than the normal ones, so they will hurt. But that is an experience farm. I know, like usual, like the last tutorial about computers, it's a bitch. So much stuff to do just to get going. As I said, a lot of this is extra. Like I said, converting the experience or the essence into experience and then storing it in an obelisk. That way you don't have to come and pick up the experience. You just go and grab your levels whenever you want it. Storing the extra items is also an extra need. Creating the power to do it. And then, the whole creating rubber by itself is just a whole other experience as well. But this is done. You don't need to do anything. Another mob just died. Just letting this run with the power of this solar panel, and it is working just fine. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Hopefully it wasn't too long. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys are enjoying the tutorial, like, thumbs up. Give me some credit here. Some of these are a pain because I have to test my own theories. If you liked it, make sure you subscribe. More to come. Check out the channel. Have a great day.